Here's Keisean Nixon, the all-pro returner for Green Bay. And gets decked up before the third. I think the ball came out there. Who's going to come out of it? Eagles.
Wow.
Eagles recover.
Start. You got to a great player in Keisean Nixon, but an absolutely clean hit right on the ball. Knocks it free. Looks like he grabs on at the bottom of that pile. Big time hit there by Oren Burks.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Wow.
First down.
Barkley cutting left. Barkley spinning away. Saquon Barkley down. It's just called up in the practice squad. Barkley will follow him into the hole, and not much there. Stacked up well. It's Devontae Smith in motion. Hurts on second down. Four-man rush. Has a lot of time. Looking. Throw it, end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Oren Burks off the all-pro Nixon. They recover. They score. Dotson in. 7-zip Philadelphia. Yeah, we'll watch how he throws early. Thanks, Tom. So what a start for the Eagles. And they'll try it again with Nixon, who fumbled the last one. Gets outside, trying to get up to the 25. Just can't do it.
During the run, holding, return team, number 86.
Tie the score up.
There's Love. He's protected. Zips it over the middle. High, and that was nearly intercepted by... Eagles load up the line. There's a couple fakes are going to go up. They got two. Jacobs, who gets... Here's Love. Pressure. Love stays alive. Throwing deep down the field. No one's home. Incomplete. Got him. Good booming punt. DeJean catches and gets tapped right away and holds. So they've got it again. It is Barkley. Patiently up the middle. He
Got time to stand back in their pocket and re-throws out.
like this. Hurts near side throws and a
Knees, and they're back on the ball.
yeah, going quick here. Barkley gets tripped up. Hurts. Time. Floating one near side. Calcaterra. Did he keep on third down? It's Hurts throwing to Barkley. Looking for a block in front. Packers playing well, and Barkley goes down. Here's man to punt it away. Reed lets it go, and into the end zone it goes. So here is Jacobs. Not much there against Love. Quick hit over the middle, and he's got 3rd and 2. Love, near side man, wide open. It's Kraft. He's got a first down. Jacobs, left side, steamrolls his way.
Can adjust those big defense tackles. We'll see.
Here is Jacobs breaking tackles. He does that better than anyone. And a short 3rd and 3. Four-man rush. Here comes Nolan Smith. Love in trouble. He is sacked. Nolan Smith, 6.5 sacks regular season. That's his first of the postseason. Big kick. Here's DeJean back deep from the 18. And stuffed up. Barkley looking for a little block. Gets it. Barkley now speed. Cuts up the field. Barkley always a home run threat. This time it's Hurts on the keeper. Gary flushed him out, but Hurts going to turn it into a first down and more as he slides. Barkley cuts inside and up and
That for a moment. So obviously he's doing a lot of good, great things for this organization.
Here's Dallas Goedert to get. Gainwell's got it and slides his way forward for a first down.
You have that type of protection and what they do in the run game. They're unstoppable when they're playing their best.
Gainwell getting a little run before he runs into Edgerrin. Barkley back in the game, but Hurts to throw. Looking near sideline as a catch and a first down. It's Devontae Smith. First down, blitz cutting. He's in trouble for his near side, incomplete. Final 35 seconds of the first quarter. It's Hurts. Pressure's coming. Cox chasing. So is Gary. Hurts now just throwing it away.
A lot of pressure. Here they come.
Yep. Hurts in trouble, and he's taken down. Is that fumble? And Elliott punches it up and through. And so Nixon again. Looking for a seam. And well played that time.
Sacked me in the pregame 2 weeks ago.
He did. Jacobs. And much there. Eagles made it tough sledding for Jacobs so far in the early going. And that'll take us to the end of this first quarter. So the Eagles take advantage of a turnover. They got 10 quick ones on the board. It's 10-0 Philly after one.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
First down to keep his defense off the field.
Love going to take a shot going deep down the far side, and intercepted. Darius Slay, stride for stride, picks
On Wicks, gives him a move, and Slay catches up, reads the eyes of Wicks, turns around, the ball's right in his breadbasket. He reads it. Normally DBs don't make those catches. That's why they move you to DB when you're younger, because you can't make them. But in that case, a hell of a play by these games. They've got to find a way to turn this around.
Here is Barkley. Blitz coming here from Bullard. It's picked up. Penalty flag two. Hurts. Room to run. He's going to pick up the first easily, but let's see what the flag. Hurts throw. Four-man rush. Here comes some pressure. Hurts now near side. And a kick. And one hit the ground.
And I saw great improvement from a lot of their young players.
He's going to run it here to Barkley. Barkley is a little way to go, and he's going to come up short on.
Your defense is playing great. Let's see if the Packers can go out there and earn something on offense.
Get called. You don't want to get called on a penalty. You want to get called on a touchdown. Here's Reed, who can be electric on punt returns. Had 3 punt return touchdowns in his college career. Now bouncing outside. Reed with a good move. Gives the Packers a little. They're stagnant so far. Here's Jacobs. Left side, not much there.
I'm looking down at that call sheet, so where's Jaden Reed, the first read on the play, like that?
That's him, right? It's almost like he lit. Now can the run game follow? It's Jacobs breaking a few tackles and very
explosive play.
Jacobs, left side, gets outside. And direct snap. Is it going to get there? It will. Tucker Kraft.
He's still up.
He's still going.
Still going.
Still going inside the 30. Here's Love. Goes near side, has a good catch on second down. It is Jacobs bouncing backwards and losing yard. Third and long. Love, room to run, a lot of it. Can he get there though? Love surging forward, and he certainly makes it close. Kraft, is he going to do it again? He will. Is he going to get it? Yes, he will. Love. Throwing fade far side. It is knocked away at the last second by Rodgers. We took
play called. Yeah. Do like that a lot. He makes a good throw, but better coverage.
So that was interesting. First and 15. Jacobs comes back, just taking hit after hit. Pressure up the middle. Love tries to set up a screen, and it is
much playtime this season.
Four-man rush. Love still in trouble. Flushed away. Looking deep. He's got a man deep. Is he going to connect? No, he had a man.
Good decision to at least try to keep 3 points on the board.
As McMahon is up, and it's missed. No good. Pushes it wide right on 38 yards out. In the game as play fake. Pressure. Hurts. Looking. Just going to slide on down. Play fake again. Pressure right up the middle. Hurts in trouble. Being chased down by Slate. Looking, throwing, and now a penalty flag too. So this
route.
Offense, number 68. The penalties decline. It's third down.
This passing game to do something positive, which they haven't done much of today.
Although a lot of room to run. Hurts going to take it. Is he going to make it? Shoulder down. He's short. Point deficit. Here's man. Good high kick. And boy, hit off someone and goes out of bounds.
Ooh.
Four-man rush. Love just dumps it down, penalty flag. Jacobs, this one's probably coming back anyway.
Holding. Offense, number 79.
This is that linebacker for the injured Nakobe Dean. Here's Love. Over the middle, has a completion. It's Reed. He breaks a couple tackles. Jaden Reed breaks another couple tackles. Jaden Reed tries to get to the marker and does it.
They producing today, Jordan Love.
Jacobs up the middle, spinning, and another.
Yeah.
Holding. Offense, number 79.
Yeah, it's just so tough to run in.
Again, four-man rush. Going to throw it out to Tucker Kraft. Gets a block, and Kraft worked his way up near the
Run game is inside, and now you got backups in there. It's a challenge in the playoffs.
Here's Brooks. Has to get by 3 Eagles and kind of powers his way.
Good matchup here.
Love, far side, fires. Carr, Dobbs, first down. They needed it.
Little time to make an accurate throw.
Pressure on Love, and he gets it away. Barely. Boy, that was close to a pick. 2nd and 10. Love zips one. And it's intercepted. Zach Bond has it. Bond in Packers territory, and the Eagles take over.
They jam, and Bond's got his eyes on the tight end. Reads the eyes. That's just an absolute gift.
And so the 2nd interception by Philadelphia today. Slay got one. This is Bond. What a year for him.
Packers team's going to have to do it halftime.
Barkley, right side with a good hole. Barkley chugs his way near field goal. 4-man rush. Hurts looking, throwing. Good coverage over the middle that time. Evan Williams, Goddard wanted a flag. 3rd and 4. Hurts underneath A.J. Brown, but a dirt.
You're not going to get it to the bottom of the screen.
Oh, guess what?
I don't know, Mike, you chime in on this one.
Well, you look at it a possible neutral zone infraction when it happens like this, but
And at the same time, Green Bay's offense is going to need to produce here in the second half. This whole season's on the line.
Here's Reed. Just gets to his knee.
So, Packers have struggled on offense, and I would say the Eagles have struggled in their passing offense, which has really limited the score to only 10 points.
So we go to the break with a 10-0 lead for the Eagles. First half stats brought to you by Nationwide. Really, the turnovers have been the story, right? You see total yards, not a lot. The Eagles had those early in the first quarter for the most part. The turnover and touchdown on the opening kickoff, the big difference in this game. And so we go to the break. 10-0 Eagles. They'll get it to start the 3rd quarter. Frustration for the Packers. And Kurt and the guys, the Verizon Halftime Show comes your way next.
In Philly, going up against the #1 ranked defense. They're certainly not out of the fight. They got to grind their way out of the hole they dug themselves.
Here's Gainwell actually on the kick return and check passes, but has missed his last 7. They'll give it to Barkley.
It's going to be in for him as he was in the first half.
Yeah, that is a big loss. Here's Barkley up the middle. Stay with Barkley. Barkley's got 69 yards rushing. Give it to him again. Oh, spin move. Even the long Eagles now lined up away from the ball. As Hurts back to throw. Has time. Now some pressure. He's in trouble, and he is dropped. Rashad Gary. And the sack. Here's Barkley. Trouble in the backfield. Nowhere to go. But no, that's not it. Here's Mann on the punt. Wow. This is a boomer. Reed way back there. Backpedaling all the way to the 10. Retreats. And the Eagles have terrific coverage at total yards. Here's Jacobs with a little room for the first time all game. And
Jacobs today.
2nd and short. Jacobs, nice jump cut. And oh, get taken down. Boy, it looked like he had a seam there. Get the snap off. Love underneath, has a first down. Nice, easy hook up to Jacobs, who does for the injured Nakobe Dean. Aaron tells us he's out for the game. Here's Kraft, makes a catch. And that's kind of the thought. Give up the middle, and again, not much there. Wilson, Eagles run. Blitz coming. Love, deck as he throws, going deep for Wicks. He's got it! Great adjustment from Dontavian Wicks. His
Ship in coverage on Wicks. That's his matchup advantage for the Packers.
And the Packers making a threat here. Trap play, Jacobs busting a tackle again. And in
coverage.
Love to throw. Nobody open. Now going, taking a shot to the end zone. It is knocked away. Double coverage for
left.
Holding. Offense. Number 76.
Struggled without Elton Jenkins. Kadeem Telford, Tom, right here. Yeah. Getting Moro Adjuma. Just didn't let in Eagles territory. Looking to get on the board here. Love tipped to the line. Love stands in, floats one going deep down the field, and incomplete. There's a penalty. Quinyon Mitchell with the coverage on Wicks.
Defense number 27.
Just a little too handsy for the rookie Quinyon Mitchell.
Automatic.
What incredible.
Like right here. Jacobs dances outside, and that upended. And the ball is out. Who's going to recover this? Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. It's very tight. That angle probably didn't show it perfectly.
Love. Floating corner again, and it's incomplete. They went that side. 3rd and goal. Love. Floating one. Back end zone. Incomplete. Trying to get the Packers. Packers on the board, up and through, and he does just that. So
receivers, so if I'm them, I'm figuring out ways, Kellen Moore, to get A.J. Brown the ball to open this game up a little bit.
there's Rodgers on the kick return up across the 4 yards the last 4 drives. Get it to Barkley. That usually works. To the outside he goes and spun down.
The most effective thing they've done for all season is run the ball.
There's Barkley. Shoving forward.
As Nick Sirianni said coming out of the half, they're in a rut, and they need to figure this out for this offense.
Yeah, for sure. Here's Hurts. Has a man at Smith. Devontae Smith needed
Conversion.
Hurts to throw again. Near side again. Smith again. And up the field he goes and trying to go through a double team. Throw it here. Quick throw near side. Good adjustment and a catch by Goddard, who runs over his man. Still on his feet and he scores!
That on the highlight reel. Go up there, make contact, stiff arm. Look at his face, stiff arm, 2 of them. And looking for more. What a
Five and Dallas Goddard with the stiff arm to the end zone.
receivers who catch balls, run for yards. Are you willing to do the unselfish work that you need to do in order for your team to win games in big moments?
Nixon, it's Love. Standing in, man wide open over the middle. He's got Jacobs for a first down, and Josh Jacobs. Jacobs tries to bounce it outside, and
It's a lot of credit for that.
Love has time this time and zips it to Jaden Reed, who makes the catch in stride. Maybe the best throw of the day for Love, and now Reed is dinged.
Tough spot.
Here's Jacobs right up the gut this time. Play fake. Pressure on Love, steps away, throws wow across his body. That was deep. Love dips it into Wicks, holds on. Love, quick throw, traffic again, bobbled around and danger. On the give inside, Jacobs breaks the tackle. Straight ahead he goes. Josh Jacobs taking everyone with him inside the 5. And he's down. He's in. Touchdown.
Wow. It's going to be close, and then he's probably down.
Over to the goal line.
And the audibles to the run. He gets it against a too-high defense. What we said, when those safeties are back, that gives you a good opportunity to run it. Philly's defense has done such a good job of building that wall, not allowing him to break free, but he won't be denied. Contacted there
This is
at the 14, drags the defenders down. That was absolutely ridiculous by Josh Jacobs as he continues this incredible season he's had.
Ends the third. It'll be a 1st and goal when we come back. Here. Jacobs, no shock, up the middle, in trouble. Second effort, Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Green Bay. Hurts to throw it. Blitz is coming. Picked up. Near side. Good throw and catch it. Has got it again for
just in front of the numbers, and that is a tight window. Valentine is trying to undercut that to Goddard. Goddard kind of makes that look easy. That is.
Barkley had a good block on that blitz. This time it's Hurts out of keep. Quarterback design run. Up to the 45.
Line leans on defense. This is where his big runs come.
Yeah, he's a closer. This time running through people right over.
Stop it.
Oh, the trick play. Hurts gonna let it rip, going deep down the field, and it's incomplete. He had A.J. Brown, but this time they do sneak it. Hurts, he's got it by a lot. So the drive continues. It is Barkley. Saquon left side. Sound they're gonna pass it to him. Looking for a block.
It was over. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense. Number 25.
Let's see this. Nixon.
Yeah, a little push.
But they want more with Barkley. Right side in a big hole. And Barkley chugging forward down to the 20. Give it to Gainwell. Up the middle. Good stutter move. Gainwell with the speed.
Game make a difference.
Barkley's back in. Hurts going to keep it the left side. Gets a couple of good blocks. Tries to get to the outside. Now penalty.
Offense, number 6. 10-yard.
Biggest guy, but certainly not afraid to throw his body in there.
Hurts fires far side. It's complete there. Smith just had the penalty, makes the catch.
When you earn the right to have a home game, you can do that.
Now Hurts has time but can't find anyone. Penalty flag again. Hurts making things happen. Hurts tucks it away.
Sean Gary.
Holding. Offense, number 65. 10-yard.
Full rush to the most disruptive player they have on the defensive line, Gary. And
9:05 left here in Philly. It's Hurts. Pressure up the middle, gets hit as he throws, has a completion though. Goddard again, he's had a good second half. And then he's met there by, this is a 3rd and 13 here. Hurts, a fake and a beauty. Hurts with the moves. Jalen Hurts, despite that, not going to get there. From 30 yards out to make it a 9-point lead, and he's got it from Philly. It's Love, pressure in his face, dumps it off to Jacobs, room to roll. Jacobs and makes a move back, first down. More, he loves the contact.
want to do it. You got to force him to get you on the ground.
Going to run it here to second down. 4-man rush, quick throw, good catch outside. Kraft. Nope. Going to run it. How about that? And runs into a brick wall. Love near side. He's out of bounds.
Ball slightly behind, and there's a heel that's come down out of bounds.
Here's the first sign. Barkley up the gut. Barkley again, patiently looking for a little seam. It is not there. Slayton was there. Van Ness and others played well, and the fans don't like that, and they're going to get the penalty.
Absolutely unacceptable.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 93.
Well, there's just aspects of this game, and I know it's frustrating, it's emotional, everyone's playing their hearts out, but when your season's on the line, there's things that are bigger than.
Here's Barkley. What a stutter step, and not much. Barkley grinds for. Now it's Elliott. And that kick is up, and it's perfect. So it's 12 points for the Eagles with 3. And the most famous, the title game in 1960. The only title game that Vince Lombardi ever lost, right? I mean, you go back to that one, and of course, how did it finish? Well, it finished with Chuck Bednarik on Jim Taylor. Kind of sat on him, wouldn't get up. Game over. Eagles win. 19.
D-line slow down, now you can get a few chunks. Get out of your hands.
Pressure with 3, and they get home. It's Nolan Smith again. Packers just banged up, and they're down by 12. They need a miracle now. Love stands in. We get a flag. He gets hit deep down the field. He comes back to get it and makes the catch.
Holding. Offense, number 75.
So Monk never made it in, and they move right to center. Now a bobble snap. Just get rid of it. Wilson has it. Or Brooks has it.
The replay assist, there is no foul for an ineligible player downfield. It is an incomplete pass.
Pass was complete. We'll have to check into that.
Wow, that is wild. Well, this one is complete. Long way to go. You know what? He might actually get there, and he is going to get there. Wilson.
They need pretty desperately right now.
There's Love. Back to throw over the middle, and good catch. You look at the Eagles, 13-win seasons in their history. 04 went to the Super Bowl. 2017, they won 13, won the Super Bowl. And then, of course, 14 wins in 2022 also went to the Super Bowl. So it's usually been good. They got 14 wins this year. They're looking to add another, up by 12 with 2 minutes to go. As another Washington wins, they'll play either Minnesota or the Rams. Here's Love, though, last gasp attempt. Going deep down the field into double coverage. It's intercepted! Picked up. And now it's Barkley looking for 2 more yards for a 100-yard game, and that'll do it. He's with 1:10 to go. Here's Barkley. He's going to take a slice.
All his teammates, look at him. All his teammates are saying, Saquon, what are you doing, man? Take that thing to the house. He's saying, no, I'm going to save for next week.
He'll get it next week. First playoff win, Saquon Barkley's career. Well, actually, I correct that. He had one with the Giants. First playoff win in Philadelphia with his new team. And the Eagles going to beat the Packers 22-10. They're on to the division. Barkley, 119 rushing yards. Defense was sensational. Couple of sacks, 3 interceptions.